How's it going, everyone? So chooks are great to have for you and your garden, and I'm just going to be talking about some of the benefits of chickens. Some of them will be like, say, for why we have chooks, and also why you should get your own chooks as well. So the first benefit of chickens are obviously the eggs. Eggs are so packed full of nutrients and other good stuff for you, like fresh, free-range eggs, like you get with your own backyard chooks. You get so much vitamin A, beta-carotene, vitamin E, omega-3, and heaps of protein as well. So they are really, really good for you. Plus, it's also handy having them in your backyard, because that way you don't have to go to the supermarket. As they're already in your backyard, you just walk out the back and grab your eggs. Also, not only are the eggs good for you, but also the egg shells, and not really for you, but for your garden. And if you saw my video on how to use eggshells, you'll see that there are multiple ways of how to use your eggshells to benefit your garden. Now, the second benefit to having chooks is that they produce a lot of manure. Now, chicken manure is really high in nutrients and nitrogen, so adding it to your garden, especially for your leafy greens, you'll see results like immediately. So leafy greens such as, say, kale, spinach, silver beet, lettuce, warrigal greens, all those sort of things, Asian greens, all those sort of vegetables absolutely love a lot of nitrogen, and chook manure has a lot of nitrogen, so they'll absolutely love it. It is a really hot manure though, so make sure that you let it rot down for a few months, or add it to your compost. It's really good in your compost because it helps to break down everything else faster as well. That way, letting it compost down for a few months just prevents it from burning your roots. Otherwise, if you don't want to wait, you could do something like make a manure tea. And if you saw my manure tea video, that'll show you how to make that. And so that way you can use it fresh as well on your garden. So the third benefit of keeping chickens is that they minimize your scraps. Now, I think I've read somewhere before that about 80% of all sort of food waste goes into landfill. Now, that is absolutely ridiculous. We should not be really letting that amount of wastes go to waste. I mean, having chooks is really, really good. That way, chooks pretty much eat anything besides really probably citrus. More like citrus and onion. They don't like those. We've also found that ours don't like cabbages. But pretty much they'll eat pretty much anything, so they're really, really good for minimizing scraps. That way, then all that waste that you feed to your chickens gets produced into eggs and also manure. So it's really, really good. They're really, really good for minimizing your waste. So the fourth benefit of keeping chickens is that they help to dispose of any pests and grubs that you have in your garden. Now, they obviously absolutely love things like snails and slugs and beetles and other grubs, and so sometimes I'll go around my garden and just take a container with me. Any grubs and stuff I see, chuck them in the container, and after you're done, chuck them to your chooks. They'll absolutely love you for it. Otherwise, you can sort of let them free range a bit in your garden beds, and they'll scratch around and pick out any nasties that you don't really want in there. So they're really, really good for controlling any pests, scrubs, or bugs that you have in your garden for you. Finally, the fifth reason why you should really get chooks is that they are weed control as well. Now, like leafy greens, chooks absolutely love weeds. You do have to be careful though, because a few are toxic to animals like chooks, but common garden weeds like milk thistle, fat hen, and other grasses, they absolutely love them. And they'll just get rid of them for you for free. So you can also let them free range, and they'll just scratch and dig up pretty much everything there, including all the weeds, which is really nice before you plant out of bed, and that way they also manure it as well. By having chooks like that for the weeds and also for the grubs and bugs, you'll actually won't need to use any nasty chemicals or anything like that, because your chooks will dispose of them for you. So there you go, guys. That's my 5 top benefits of keeping chooks. So they are really, really good for you, and if you haven't got chickens, I suggest that you do look into getting some, because they are incredible for your garden and also for you. So yeah, go and get some chooks. So if you like that, make sure you leave it a big thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, or questions for me about chooks or anything, leave it in the comments box below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click on my face that's popping up around here somewhere, and just subscribe, so that way you'll stay updated with whatever I've got going in my garden, and whenever I post a new video you can come along and suss it out. So I hope you guys like that. I hope you're all having a great week, and I'll catch you next time.